Okay, so this is a long-term review of Rustoleum Rocksolid. I applied this back in October 2017, and it's now June 2025. So it held up pretty well. Uh, so that's east, that's west. This all discoloration that you see is because of the sun. So I usually keep my garage door open in the daytime because this is my primary entry and exit. So you can see where the sun hit it, it discolored. It became more obvious after I washed it. I washed with the Zip driveway and concrete cleaner. It did an amazing job. Like, it just cleaned up everything because I do all of my uh, services for my cars and vehicles all myself. So yeah, always spillage happens. Funny thing is, most of the spillage happens over here or over here, where there's still pretty good amount of Rustoleum still there. Most of the Rustoleum that got peeled off was around here. This was the tire. This is because of the tire. Uh, this is just by walking. Yeah, because I have my tools and all, so this is where I usually walk. So as you can see, this all is because of the foot traffic actually. So this is kind of funny because this is the side that I usually walk on. That side I rarely walk on. Not really sure what the deal was, but whatever. Again, hot tire pickup, hot tire pickup. This one and this one happened in 2022, 2023 because these tracks are from, both of these are from Michelin Cross Climate, which I got on my car in 2022, 2023. So these two happened soon after that. These one were before, these two. Coincidentally, it's only the back side over here. Nothing, no tire pickup on the front, because that's where my car usually sits. The front tire is like, nope, right about here. So you can see no tire pickup around it. Yeah, I don't know. As far as the sheen goes, so it did lose its shine. As you can see, the gloss is kind of sort of toned down, except on the areas where the sun hits. That got pretty dull for comparison. Yeah, see this and this. So I am gonna go. I'm planning on applying another coat of Rustoleum this time. This is mocha. This was mocha color. This is not, this patch over here, the separate patch, this is not Rustoleum. This was bare because I spilled something over here. As you can see, the yellow mark or the whitish mark, I spilled some primer. It was a mess. Anyway, so what I'm planning on doing is I am going to be using the Rustoleum primer, the recoat primer. They say that I don't have to sand or grind or anything. We'll see about that. And then they recommend not like letting it sit, letting it dry for at least 6 hours, but not more than 48 hours. So I'm planning on coming back, and I'm gonna probably do this evening before I go to bed, and I'll give it like about 12-14 hours, and then I'm gonna apply. I'm going with modern grage or grege, however they pronounce it. So you'll see how that goes. I think that one is more gray, this one is more green. So that'll be that. I'm not gonna make a video of the application and all that because I'm not that pretty, and I look terrible in Daisy Dukes. If I did look good, I would not be on YouTube. I would be on OnlyFans, but whatever. So, so yeah, it will be like kind of two-part video. This is just for a review, like how this looks after almost 8 years, which, to be honest with you, I'm quite happy with it. Like the amount of oil that I spilled in this general location, like right over here, from engine or transmission or whatever, this looks very good, and it cleaned up very nice all the time, every time. But just ignore all of these. I think some of them is because I have I don't know what they call it, but sometimes it just like kind of like the bubble it up, like this will bubble up, there will like white residue from outside because I have like grease on the other side. So I'm guessing that was also the reason for some of the let me toss this out. some of the cracks and all, but blower. So yeah, so I'm gonna put pictures of the original before and after back from 2017, like when the garage actually looked like, and then how it looked like after the coating. Then I'm gonna put more pictures. I'll put some pictures of once I do the primer, that one right there. I decided to go with Rustoleum because yes, it's a bit expensive, but well, I think it would be a wiser idea to stick with the same brand. Excuse me. And I'm gonna post another picture. Actually, I'll do the video after it's all said and done. Then I'm gonna see how it looks. So when I first did these, it's a two-car garage, so I used 2.5, and then I used about 3/4 of one car garage. So basically, it took me about 3.5 cars worth of Rustoleum, but that was the first time. Um, I still got like same thing, like 2.5 and one car. So I'm gonna use it all this time. I'll see. The cost went up a bit. Like when I bought it in 2017, the 2.5 one I think costed me like $190, $200. The other one costed me like about 100, so about 350. This time, just the 2.5 one costed me like about $200. No, sorry, not $200. Close to $300, like $299. But I got it from Amazon, so it was $260. The other one also costed me like $170. So yeah, inflation did hurt in 8 years, but still worth it. Now, yeah, I mean, like I said, like I was really happy with the result, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it again and see how long that one lasts. Maybe this time it will last longer. Yeah, so well, there you go. That's about it. All right, so last night I applied the primer on the floor, like around between 9:30 and 10:30, and it dried up pretty well. Like it's absolutely dried to the touch. I gave it exactly 12 hours. Right now it is 10:30 a.m. of course. The temps overnight were like they went down to 50 degrees, like low 50s, which is very very unusual for our area around this time of the year. It is June after all, but it still did pretty good. So I primered all the way. I just found out that there were some chips that I could not see before, so I have to remove it. I'm just gonna dab it just a little bit with the primer and call it a day. But you can see all of those spots where again, I still don't know what the term is called, but when the salt stuff starts coming out, or salty stuff starts coming out from under the concrete, so that's where those are. I am hoping that the Rocksolid is gonna cover it, but we'll see. If it won't, then we'll have some issues. So yeah, I do see some parts that I missed, so it won't be a big issue, just a little bit. I'm just gonna take off my shoes because I don't want to put dirty shoes on it. So it's not tacky at all. Something, I'll brush it. Actually, yeah, it just feels pretty dried up. Looks pretty dried up too. So since I used like, well, I already had the Rocksolid on the floor. It took me just a little less than a gallon. Near the endings, I used thicker, like more heavier coat. But as I came around closer to the areas that don't get used, I got a little cheaper and used a little bit less. Just a little bit less, not too much. But again, yeah, as you can see, I did miss some spots, and that's not gonna make any difference. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a couple of more hours. Rustoleum says that you should at least let the primer dry for 6 hours, but not more than 48 hours. So I gave it 12 hours. I'll actually give us maybe 2 more hours. It's 10:30. I might not start till at least noon. So I think 14 hours is going to be a good time. I'm just hoping it comes out good. So I think the grage is that color, the one on the borders, because that's not Rustoleum, that's just bare concrete and patio paint. So I just went to Home Depot and I looked up the grage, and this is what came up. So if it's gray like that, I'm good. If it's not gray like that, I'll have to go and get another patio garage concrete paint match it to actual Rocksolid, and go from there. And of course I'll have to redo just those ends. So that it did not take me too long to begin with. Like I did that like in half an hour, about half an hour, but it'll be still like one more step to redo. But we'll do what we'll do, what will need to be done. So yeah, there you go. This is the second part for follow up on the primer. All right, so we are done now. It has been a little over 3 days right now, like about 78 hours. I think it's like about 9 p.m. right now on East Coast. It's dark. And I'm really liking the results. It looks really nice, really clean. I'm so proud of myself. Little things that make us happy, right? So, yeah, this is how it is. Now, right now I only have the teeny garage lights open. I'll turn on, let me turn on the other lights, and it gets much brighter. So, before I started, I was a bit worried, and I'll tell you why I was worried in a second. But when now I'm done, I'm very happy. Now, the flakes that I have, I mixed them up with the other two colors. Because since I had like a 2.5 car garage kit and 1 car garage kit, so I had 3 packs of, I think they call it mountain gray color. So it looked nice, but I thought it was too dull. So what I did was I added a bag of mocha blend and about 100 grams of tan blend that was left from my epoxy when I was epoxying my basement floor. So I just mix it up. So that's why it looks a little more colorful. I think it looks nice, but everyone has a different taste. Some like color, some don't like color. Personal choice. Now, here's the comparison. This is what I had. This is what I have. See why I'm excited? Because now my garage is much lighter. This is bare grage that I put all around on the edges. Why did I not put Rocksolid on the edges? Because they say it's not recommended for vertical in the application, because it won't. It's self-settling, so it will just drip and it will just make a puddle around. So that's why I went with that. Unfortunately, I got this color just by looking at bare grage, and I was like, okay, it looks like it. Probably that's how it is. So I got that, and then later on realized that it's a little different shade. This is more gray. This is a little bit more beige. Now, why did I say I was a little worried before I started here? Because when I looked at the box and the colors from Rustoleum, this does not look grage. This looks more like tan. Why do I know it's tan? Because that's the exact color that I have in the basement for epoxy shield. Identical colors. This is this is modern grage. Something that came out of the packets. See how much difference? Brownish, not brownish. So if you want to go and check out like what's the closest color you could find, just to get an idea of if it will look good or not, I was able to find this. It's it's not 100% exact, it's close. It will give you an idea. So it's Beer Dynasty Marquee Garden Wall 730D as David 4M. I do not know what those numbers stand for, but this is what it is. So personally, I liked it. I like this color combination. Am I gonna redo all that with the correct one? Maybe, maybe not. I don't feel that it's that bad, but so I'm gonna keep it. More than likely, I'm gonna keep it the way it is. Now, how much did this cost me? So first off, it took 3 days to get it done. Like 1 day for, yes, I'm sitting down on the floor. I can do that now, once again. So yeah, it took me 1 day to scrape off all the old one day to wash and prime, and then 1 day to apply this. Well, it took me 2 hours to apply, but you know, after that you have to wait for 24 hours because for first 10 to 16 hours, this thing is tacky as anything. Like I painted this as soon as I was done with applying over here, and this was tacky. So I finished it at 2 p.m. This was tacky at 11 p.m. before I went to bed. Like I may have some fingerprints somewhere. Can you see? Yeah, I think it just self-healed itself. So yeah, for first 24 hours, forget about even touching it. You're gonna mess it up. How much did it cost me? It costed me, well, okay, so how much does it cost? Not how much it costed me, how much it cost. In June 2025, all this will cost up to $625, well, $190 and then 6% tax because, you know, taxes. So my cost could have been $625, but luckily I was able to get like about $80 discount on this one through Amazon, or maybe $70. I think it was $200, not $190. So I saved $70 over here. This was the cost for me. The rest was all as it is. I think these flakes were 15 bucks, if I'm not wrong. So yeah. So regardless, it cost me almost $600. How much did it cost me when I first did it in mocha color? That box back then cost me $100. The 2.5 still costed me $199. And I believe I had a 10% off coupon, but I'm not 100% sure. That was back in October 2017, so it's been a while. So yeah, 300 versus 600, so almost double. Is it worth it? I think so. The previous one, the mocha, lasted me 5 years. Well, actually no, up until beginning of last year, no problem. For some reason last year, around the path where I walked, you must remember from if you don't remember, that's fine, you can go back, but in the first video, around the walk where the foot traffic was, it started wearing off, it started peeling off a little bit more. That started like beginning of last year for some reason. There was nothing wrong with it before that, everything was fine, but I don't know why. But so if this lasts me 5 years, I'll be happy. After 5 years, I can redo it, maybe do the same color, maybe go back to mocha, maybe do a mix and match, I don't know, maybe go crazy, something like that. Now, yes, you can get it professionally done and not worry about getting it redone after 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, maybe 15 years, but that's going to cost a lot. I know somebody who got their 3-car garage done with epoxy back when I got this done for $300, the mocha one, and he paid $3,500 back in 2017, 2018. So I'm guessing like if you want to go this, you're looking at the very least $6,000, maybe more. I did not check, but $6,000, $600 every 5, 6, 7, 8 years, maybe 6,000 every 15 years. I think these numbers are good to me. So, but everyone is different. Of course, some prefer convenience and some prefer saving money. Like for $600, $700, $800, I can get this done like more than 5 times. So like for the next 25 years, I can keep doing it again and again. But then again, like I said, that's just me. So yeah, all in all, I think it came out very nice. So far, no one has seen it in my family, in my friends, in my circle, because I'm just letting it like settle and cure and everything. Hopefully over the weekend. I mean, my neighbors are kind of curious, like why all of my cars are parked outside and all of my yard stuff is outside, and I'm like I'm cleaning my garage, and one of my neighbors like, yeah, you will see. So yeah, I made a little mess over here. I do that. I did that last time too. Even when I was doing epoxy, I overspread the flakes and messed it up a little bit, but that's okay. That's where the foot traffic is going to be, so more traction. So yeah, there we go. I will post some pictures after this, of before and after kind of a thing. So see what you think. Leave me a comment if you have any question, anything you want to know, or just ignore. I'm fine. Have a good one.